So once we have multiples, I wind them onto cardboard tubes, which we often call paper pirns. And they're used for weaving. And they look like this when they're empty. And I love that because the cardboard just feels better to me than winding it onto plastic spindles, but you could definitely do that. Storage bobbins that also are made for weavers to put into shuttles. I use those for my woolen yarns, but for cotton, I really like these. So this is what mine often look like. This is probably 2 spindles worth, and this is 3. And so I usually do 3 at a time, and that would be about 300 yards. So a little bit goes a long way with cotton. So I'm going to show you how I transfer those singles onto the cardboard pirn. And I use a bobbin winder, and you'll see this Louette bobbin winder that's made for winding weavers' bobbins for shuttles. It was just a little too big for some of my cardboard pirns, so I have some blue painter's tape. You can adjust the size for whatever you need it to be. If you don't have access to some of these cardboard pirns, you can use an index card. Just roll it up and start it on there. So you're able to use recycled paper that way. It's a nice thing to do. The nice thing about the cardboard pirns is that they have a little bit of a texture, and it keeps the singles from slipping off of the shaft of the bobbin. And so I'm just going to get it started. And wind on. And let's pretend that I have run to the end of this. And what I'm left with looks like this. So I would have wound all of that onto here. And then when I'm ready to add the next one, rather than tying them into a knot, I really like finger twisting a little bit more into it to make sure I've got lots of twist here. And because I was spinning my singles to the left, S, I'm going to twist this clockwise with my fingers. And then I'm going to take the next one and make sure that my end is fluffed up here. Lay them over one another. Draft them just a touch. And they're spliced. So the extra twist that I loaded in here moves into the join, and you can keep going. And I don't find that that causes any problems when I go to plying, and it means that I don't have to create joins as often. And so when you are winding off down towards the tip of our cup, like I am right now, it's going to pull. So you have to be careful when you are unwinding very close down here. When it moves to the full size, it works a little better. So you just go slow and wind onto the cardboard pirn in kind of an egg shape. And once you have those done, so I'll stop there, I would go ahead and finish this one, and then I would do one more after that most of the time.